Welcome to today's webinar, Learn How to Source in the AI Era. This webinar is organized by Alibaba.com in partnership with Seller Systems and Data Dive. This is lesson number 10 of our free 10 lesson course on discovering trends, sourcing new product cost efficiently, and diversifying your procurement. Today, as I mentioned, is the last session. If you wanna learn and if you wanna rewatch what we discussed before, feel free to follow our YouTube channel, Alibaba Buyer Central. In the previous lessons, we discussed about supplier assessment, logistics, innovation with AI, how to bring your product ideas to life, about the compliance, product marketing, negotiations, sustainability, leveraging data analytics. And today, we will deep dive on Alibaba.com's new AI tools. These are some of the tools that AI is developing to support US companies to grow when it comes of sourcing, but also in supporting US companies to sell wholesale. Today, I'm live from Chicago. We attended America's Beauty Show, the largest beauty show for the industry. We met thousands of US companies, and they were really eager to understand how to source using AI and also how to leverage AI to sell wholesale. Before we start to deep dive on the tools, I wanted to give you a little bit of introduction of what does it mean to use AI, especially right now when we are shifting towards AI marketplaces. Brands today face increasing complexity in managing multiple marketplaces. As you all know, each platform has a unique requirements for content, compliance, and fulfillment. And how AI is now changing also the marketplaces and how brands need to change how they interact and how they sell using marketplaces in two ways. AI is reshaping sourcing and supply chain management. We are supporting companies in faster decision making, in smart inventory management, and optimizing supply chain efficiency. So when I will present the tools, please consider and remember that AI really can support you to identify trends, demand shifts across different platforms. And AI uses data not only from the ecosystem, from example of Alibaba.com, but is leveraging data also from other marketplaces. And I will introduce Axio, our new AI sourcing agent. That is a perfect example on how data now is not restricted to the single marketplace, but we're really leveraging data, and our AI intelligence is crawling any public available data to give insights and to ensure that when your brands are sourcing, they really find the perfect match based on your needs. And AI tools provide also a competitive advantage in multi-marketplace in selling because you can, as I mentioned, having this set of data create predictive demand forecasting, ensuring that your brands are ahead of consumer trends. Also, it can support in automated supplier matching and data-driven decision making. So we are seeing a shift from of marketplaces before AI and with AI. I want to focus my attention and your attention on sourcing efficiency. AI automates supplier discovering and vetting, drastically accelerating sourcing cycle. identifies the supplier now is faster than ever. Demand forecasting, as I mentioned, thanks to this set of data, AI-driven forecasting processes use large historical and real data, not only from the ecosystem of a single marketplace, but are creating data sets from also leveraging data from other marketplaces and from the net and inventory management. AI power inventory system, we're seeing that really provide real data visibility into stocks level across warehouses and stores, and brands can really leverage on that. Retail specific content optimization, thanks to AI now, the content tools can automatically generate and adjust product description. I will not deep dive on how Alibaba.com, our smart assistant, is really supporting brands to create storefronts because we already discussed this topic in our previous lessons. But I really want to focus on what's happening right now, how global trade is changing, and how creating storefront also in B2B all sales platform is crucial. Alibaba.com today is a global marketplace. We have suppliers from 130 countries and regions, even from my own country, from Italy. We have companies that are using Alibaba.com for data, not only to sell wholesale. One example that I always bring from my country is Barilla, the biggest pasta producer in the world, probably, is using AI for the data. Thanks to Alibaba.com, it can leverage data to understand price of pasta in different regions, can understand the buyer's behavior, the buyer's demand in new markets, also can use our storefronts to launch new product in specific area. Can also check competitors thanks to Alibaba.com. So creating the storefront now on Alibaba.com is easier than ever thanks to AI. So the content generation tools are really supporting your companies to grow. And global trade, as I mentioned, is changing. So many companies that I met here in Chicago, they asked me, what about tariff? What about visa? Keep these important changes the global trade is facing right now. In Alibaba.com, we're seeing two main new areas. The first one is the increase of what we call US local stock. If you go to Alibaba.com, you will see that we have changed here in the US our homepage. So you will see US local stock. You will see in the center of our homepage Alibaba guaranteed products, and you will see also personalization and private label products. We are seeing that a lot of US companies now are asking to open the storefront because we are seeing a demand. US companies, they want products that are ready to ship, that are here in the US, that are already here in the US. Last year, we saw a surge of imports from all over the world here in the US. Now it's time to sell. So US local stock, we are seeing an increase of local stock. So if you're interested to sell wholesale and to find importers, distributors or retailers here in the US, but also importers from other countries, this is the right moment. We have a new program for US companies and for all the brands that are here today in the webinar. So feel free to reach out to me, add me on LinkedIn, and also feel free to reach out to our team. Go to seller.alibaba.com and you will find how to use our AI tools to create your storefront on Alibaba.com. And the last two shifts that we're seeing is the speed and adaptability in decision. Thanks to real data, also you can understand and AI you can understand and you can predict insights and rapid growth trends and risk mitigation. AI-driven risk management continuously monitor supplier performance and external risk indicator. Aligning with marketplace requirement in the AI era. We are changing, all marketplaces are changing also the way your products and your brand are seen in our platform. Brands must align with these AI power requirements to maintain visibility, ensure compliance, and optimize performance. Success is no longer just listing products or paying for PPC and advertisement, but it's also about strategic AI-driven optimizations. So our team is really here to support in creating the store, in sourcing new local stock, but also stocks from all over the world to really optimize and make your decisions in a way that your sales grow. Key marketplaces requirement, algorithm optimized content. Now we are changing from a SEO optimized content to what we call the new AI optimized content. Dynamic pricing strategies. Now, thanks to AI, you can have pricing models and they can track competitor pricing, demand shift, and seasonality. So imagine to change your price not only based on markets on different states, but really change the price based on leveraging data from other platforms, from social media to the net to consumers analysis, supply chain and fulfillment compliance, retail specific content customizations. I'm going fast because I want to deep dive on the AI tools, and I want to show you also some new tools that you can leverage, and that Alibaba.com is developing for all brands all over the world to use. Some takeaways right now: AI is shaping how marketplaces enforce rules and rank products. So be sure that when you're using the tools, you're using the tools not to simplify the way you're posting products or you're searching for products, but you really need to understand that AI now is also ranking the products and is gathering data in a way that when you will sell your product in D2C store, in other e-commerce platform, really you understand how AI is used by these marketplaces to rank your product. Dynamic pricing, content optimization, and fulfillment compliance are non-negotiable. AI-powered tools help brands maintain compliance, improve discoverability, and maximize efficiency. Fostering adaptability. Adaptability is a brand greatest strength in AI-driven marketplaces. AI tools help brands respond in real time to algorithm shift, pricing fluctuation, and supply chain challenges. So more than ever, use AI right now when global trade is becoming complicated, because it can really support you in identify the best price, can support you in understanding logistic costs. It can support you in understanding tariffs, and also I bring this example, certification. If you're maybe importing from another country for the first time and you don't understand the certification of that country. Brands that embrace AI-driven adaptability see higher sales, better ranking, and fewer disruptions. So, as I mentioned, do not use AI in one way, but use AI in a two ways. So, understanding and using AI not only to facilitate your daily task, but really understand how AI is working and the answer that it's giving you to give back, and in a way that your brand and your products are ranked. Building retailer relationships. yesterday, as I mentioned, I'm here in Chicago. I met a lot of retailers, the biggest one here in the beauty industry. And I spoke also at CES about AI and retail. Last week I was at Shop Talk and Prosper, and we discussed about how AI is supporting not only marketplaces and e-commerce, but it's really reshaping the different sales channels and also retailers. A lot of brands do not sell only through e-commerce platform, but use a multi-sale strategy. So AI-powered live stream enhancement is becoming one of the tools that Alibaba.com is developing to support brands not only in the e-commerce marketplaces but in other sales channel. I want to focus here in live streaming and how AI is changing how video production, but also how you interact with your consumer using social media to leverage your products and promote your products in different sales channels. You will see in the next months we will develop new live streaming, and it's crucial for you to onboard and start using not only the B2C and D2C e-commerce platform, but leveraging on B2B wholesale platform. Global trade is changing, relationship between buyers, suppliers, and consumer is changing. The equation B2B to C is changing as well. So using different sales channels, interacting with your audience will become faster, and there is no better way of developing new content using live streaming. And this is just part of the revolution that probably we will see in the next months in Alibaba, but also in other e-commerce platform. This combination of social media and content and e-commerce platform was already being taught and spoke. Everybody was speaking about that, but now thanks to AI, we have the possibility really to leverage on video creation and content creation across different platforms in different languages for different markets. Let's go and deep dive on the topic of today, AI tools and smart sourcing. I have many things to say. You know, Alibaba, we spoke a lot about our 25 years experience, how we reach more than now 53 million buyers across 200 countries and regions, but really using Alibaba can be complicated. So we do a lot of education, a lot of webinars, meetings, workshops to support companies to understand how to source and how to optimize their sourcing experience. Before I start that, a lot of companies ask me, they are creating their storefront now on Alibaba.com, but how they can be certain that the buyer is a reliable buyer. Because when it comes to global trade, the e-commerce platform is also a two-way. Trust is not only from the buyer that is looking for the right suppliers, but also if the supplier can send the product to a buyer that is compliant. Two things. We talked about the seller assessment, how you can watch lesson number 3 of this course, where we deep dive on the verified supplier, on how all suppliers are vetted and they follow the e-commerce regulation by government or international institutions, how the verified supplier is being verified by third-party agencies like SGS or Bureau Veritas. But it comes also from the buyer side. How can I know that the buyer that is requesting the products from my company is a reliable buyer? And right now, it's important that you register on Alibaba.com and in any other marketplaces with your email address, with your corporate email address, with your company. Remember to also upload your reseller search certificate in case so you don't pay sales taxes. We have partnership like with Avaska to support you on doing so. It's really important for a seller also to understand the buyer because when it comes to sourcing, AI can support and can leverage, but trust is made simple if two parties are reliable parties. So, and it comes to trust and expertise. Here you see in this slide, we try to understand all the different steps that a buyer needs to follow to search for a product. And it comes to an expertise barrier. And some of these tasks are complex and repetitive and they're highly dynamic, especially right now with global trade. So we understood that Alibaba.com sometimes is not easy to use because it has right now, more than 253 million products. So imagine the size right now. We're increasing the number of products. So we are developing new initiatives, not only the one that I'm presenting today, but we are expanding our ecosystem, especially here in the US with other platforms, with API integrations, with D2C storefront builders, with a data analytics platform. So you will see in the next months how AI also is supporting this new integration to make it easy for you to search and to sell on Alibaba.com and to sell in multiple marketplaces without maybe having the need to upload or to sync your product catalog every time. And by thanks to AI, customize, for example, your product description based on the sales channel and the marketplaces where your product is sold. For example, if you're selling on a D2C store from Builder, on a D2C storefront in a platform, your product description is different from a B2B wholesale marketplace. So thanks to AI, we are now launching new products that will really support companies like yours to optimize the product description based on the different channels. So AI is not a tool for a marketplace, for a task like here sourcing, but really becomes an important platform that needs to be used across your different of a company to and or your sales channel in a way that can leverage data. It can understand how to support your companies across different platforms. So we are now
The traditional image search meant switching between websites and uploading pictures. Until now. Introducing Alibaba Lens, a new image search extension that connects your inspiration directly to global suppliers with one click. From e-commerce to social media platforms, simply select any image on the web for Alibaba Lens to instantly scan more than 20 million relevant manufacturer listings. Alibaba Lens helps you select products and compare the lowest whole prices hidden behind retail markup. Discover product matches that support customization and find verified suppliers that meet your needs. Our multimodal search also allows you to combine images with text requirements so that you can effortlessly reimagine products in real time, turn every web page into your sourcing advantage without ever leaving the browser. Add Alibaba Lens to your browser toolbar for quick access now. Visit the Chrome Web Store and search for Alibaba Lens.
So this is a new tool that was launched 2 weeks ago, the first AI tool that is using a multimodal search. It can really support you to customize directly with this extension your sourcing experience. So add Alibaba Lens to your extension. It's easy to use. Yesterday I had a workshop supporting beauty companies to search, especially beauty salon owners when they see something on the net they don't now need to go on other platform, especially for private label for personalization. Alibaba Lens is easy to use and will not only save you time, but it will be that support during your web searches to find the lower prices, customization, and also new product ideas. Because it really, when it comes to multimodal, I think that many of you are interested on understanding how AI can support you in your product idea to sell wholesale. Now let's go to Axio. Scan the QR code. You can now download Axio in any Google Play Store or in the App Store. It's now an app. Log in with your business address. I strongly suggest you that because it can really support you in what for your company is not a traditional AI model, but this new platform is created to support businesses. So it is crucial that you is generative AI. So it's important that our Axio platform knows about your business, your company. So do not start with questions. We have it's important that you generate first a content. You ask Axio to ask you questions on your business to make the search and to really support you throughout the journey. So Axio is a combination of what we called a search engine, but also a product can give you product insights, and it can also give you insights on product ideas and businesses. What's the difference? The difference is with data. Axio does not have data only from the Alibaba ecosystem, 25 years experience with 22 e-commerce platforms across the globe. You are familiar with Alibaba.com, but as you know, we have platforms in Southeast Asia, in China, one new platform in Europe that is called Miravia. If you don't know Miravia, I strongly suggest you to go and check miravia.es in Spain, because it really revolutionized the e-commerce experience for Spanish consumer, combining the technology of our Lazada platform in Southeast Asia with a way of shopping that European love that is more similar to their experience. And Axio, we launched Axio in November during the Web Summit in Lisbon. Now we reached more than 1 million users across the globe. So thank you. The US is the first market, so our team is doing a great job, but also Axio is really supporting US businesses to source in a more efficient way and to create new product ideas and businesses in a better way. 200 million products, and it's growing because our AI intelligence is right now crawling data all over the web, and more than 1 million verified suppliers across different platforms. So the main difference in Axio, you will find suppliers not only from Alibaba.com, you will find the majority from Alibaba.com because Axio is a new platform, so it keeps evolving, but also from 1688. I know that many of you are familiar with Visible. Visible is the biggest B2B e-commerce platform in Europe with WLW and Europages. So it really can support you to find the best supplier and the best data across different platforms. Let's watch a video together on what Axio can do for your business.
It's already skiing season in Europe, but if someone wants to build a ski resort in the hot desert, what should they do? Let's type in our name. I'm creating a ski area in a desert. How can you help me? Axio will deduce which categories are most in demand in this scenario, according to the relevance and importance of the procurement needs. For a resort like this, we might need some snow first. The AI will generate the core categories of that product type based on industry knowledge. further guiding us through the selection process. Let's build an indoor resort. Based on Axio's industry know-how, the snowfield area is the primary decision factor when choosing a snowmaking machine. Axio provides more advanced product recommendations based on size, snow output, and power. We can further refine the size requirements to select the most appropriate items. If we are interested in a product, we can find an AI-generated page tailored to our specific queries and sourcing intentions. Axio Page. The Wiki Style page offers an AI summary by integrating and reconstructing verified knowledge from various sources. This ensures that we receive accurate, comprehensive, and decision-oriented product information. We can subscribe it to stay updated on important changes, such as industry know-how and trending product updates. We can use Axio Agent throughout the journey. It automatically analyzes and retrieves information from the Axio page, helping us get the information we need through conversational interaction. For complex questions such as shipping costs and delivery times, Axio Agent will provide an estimate based on real-time data and industry expertise. Now we're ready to make a professional request. In just 3 months, we'll be able to receive the snowmaking machines to Dubai and start building our ski resort in the desert. Isn't that amazing?
Axio, I see a question. What does Axio mean? Axio means bring it to me. Comes from Latin. It really can support you. It can be your personalized agent when it comes to sourcing for wholesaler, business startups, sourcing expert, and AI tech enthusiasts. Let me tell you what Axio can do. You saw in the video, can be a product inspiration, can leverage real-time market data from comprehensive web insights, social media trends, and B2B commerce knowledge to pinpoint winning product ideas. Can really support you because the data that is gathering is not only from Alibaba, but it's gathering data from across the net, especially when it comes to B2B. The Axio page, and I will show you more about the Axio page in a bit. It gives AI-generated encyclopedia pages that compile verified product information for each SKUs and allow you to subscribe to product and industry updates. So one important thing that you have to do when you find the product page that Axio has generated is to flag the page so it can send you real updates when you log in on Axio. You product key attributes, supplier service capability, industry trends. Industry trends are crucial when you have to ask for a quotation. If you want to post a request for quotation, for example, on Alibaba, if you don't find the supplier on Axio, it can really support generate that request for quotation in a way that suppliers across the globe can answer you. Search with AI guidance, get proactive guidance in generating comprehensive requirements. Requirements are crucial to understand products and to ask for the request for quotation. Search with trending and real-time data. Data in Axio, again, are real-time data from e-commerce platform and also from trending and from social media. So you will, for example, see the retail price, the wholesale price, the monthly retail sales across different platforms. It can support you with tailored recommendations based on the product. It can also find what we call perfect match in generating comprehensive requirements and the product and products that are based on your requirements. And the Axio agent will also streamline negotiation when in different platforms. So now you can give Axio the power to negotiate it and to analyze the quotations. And the super comparison tool, remember to flag on Axio the products that you're interested in. We'll compare millions of products and you will find products and be able to compare in an easy and visual way in a faster way. I want to present you this search that we've done yesterday when we asked Axio for outselling products and reliable suppliers for makeup. As you can see, the tailor recommendation Axo didn't know anything about our business, so he started to give product recommendation and on product development and formulation. And we ask and we deep dive on the latest formulation, for example, for a lipstick. And he started giving us data from other platform and from social media that really redefined the way our product idea was developed. As you can see here, the product inspiration and market research on Axio gave us some indication of a first indication, for example, on the niche based on a niche score based on the monthly search volumes, on the unit price, and the monthly retail price. You can see a market analysis and a top product analysis, but it's not all. We have introduced a new feature that I will tell you in a bit more about. But just these will give you valuable insight that you can also use with our analytics platforms and with in other marketplaces. About tariff, what are the current tariff rates? So Axio will generate key consideration for optimizing costs through strategic sourcing. For example, we were interested in lipsticks, so it gave you both on the certification on the tariff side, the latest information on tariff. For example, here current regulation for lipsticks based on ingredients, based on labeling, and also some recommendation when it comes of labeling. The ideal target, it will give you information about real targets demographic for a new lipstick. In this case, we included some. It can include some ideas to optimize your final idea. It can also use to vet what other platform are giving you as product recommendations. For example, on colors, on shades, and will at the end create that request for quotation based on the product quality, the ingredient safety certification, and you can at the end compare products from different platforms, send inquiries, and verify the supplier. We have introduced two new features that I want to talk to you about just 2 weeks ago. One is called the deep search. You will find it in Axio search bar. You just have to flag a deep search, as you can see in this image. And what does is a 5 times faster supplier short listening for complex queries, multiple rounds of AI reasoning to optimize queries, proactive requirement identification with industry knowledge, and AI validated suppliers and product for trusted results. So the deep search can, with 4 or 5 different rounds, it can vet the searching results. Product requirements. In our product search, we have introduced what we call the complex requirements. All product searches are upgraded with deep search right now capability, which could effortlessly handle super complex queries. We saw, especially in some industry, you can see in the pharmaceutical and lab industry, that was very important to go through a multi-round search in reasoning. Axio now, thanks to our deep search, can find products with across validations based on supplier quality and can optimize your results directly. You see the little art. I strongly suggest you to flag the little art when you find a product that resonates with your search. We have introduced a second feature that I want to talk about to you today is what we call business research. You will find it on Axios search bar, product search and business research. This feature has been now delivered, so not all of you will be able to see it by browsing Axio, but in few weeks it will be available for all. Because we saw that a lot of companies, a lot of are using Axio to generate business research. So thanks to our proprietary AI technology, we are now able to validate your idea with market analysis in seconds. And business research can give you, for example, can generate a full business report with feasibility check, budget allocations, revenue projection and risk, and recommended sourcing strategy. I use personally this tool. I strongly recommend you to use it, and because it really integrates e-commerce knowledge into just one page. It can really help you to validate your product on to understand where your product is. The result page that the business research gives is a deep analysis, very similar to the Axio page, but really goes down with the trends and the data that our platform supports. So this is all for today, and is also the last slide